We have to cut that one out, don't we?
Yeah. Absolutely pipe that as well.
Rifle.
Oh man, it's the best of the bunch. Carry 330. Total 351.
Don't really know what to do now. Right, everyone, welcome back to the GolfMagic channel. Today you join myself and Jose at the amazing London Golf Club, the 13th hole at the international course. Bit of a beast, isn't it, today, and to win, Johnny?
It is, but it's an absolute stunner. Little
Yep.
dog leg left. We've got a bunker to contend to in the fairway, and then up by the green there's a little bit of water. You might just be able to see peeking around that corner as well.
Yeah, risk, reward, par 5. Pretty intimidating tee shot, although there is some space everywhere.
Yeah.
We have got a very forgiving driver from 2024 against perhaps one of the most unforgiving drivers of all time, the TaylorMade SLDR 2024 against 2014. The SLDR was quite a pinnacle for TaylorMade's innovation with this sliding weight, hence the name. 460 cc's this one is. They had a few variations in there. Johnny, you said this was one of the first drivers you ever used.
It was. When I was about 20 years old, I remember going on holiday to Spain, and this was in the rental set. So it's a driver I am familiar with.
Yep.
I wasn't particularly good at golf then. I'm slightly better now.
Cool.
So it'll be interesting to see how different it performs after 10 years.
Absolutely, 10 years, and now we've got 10,000 MOI. This number, or this metric of MOI, is being largely debated in 2024 and going back a few years as well. This bad boy here is very low in MOI, below 5,000. It's renowned for not being forgiving at all. They say only if you hit it dead center can you really get a piercing, incredible ball flight. We've tested a little bit inside, which we'll get onto in this video. Should we hit some balls, Johnny?
I think so, yeah.
This is gonna be fun. Cool, so here we are. This hole, one sec, how long's this hole? All right. Right, so we've gone from the forward tees because we're feeling a little bit frail today. It's only about 500 yards, but it's still a difficult hole that we want to maneuver and get ourselves in a really good position for this par 5 to hopefully hit that troublesome green in 2. We've got the SLDR first. Now, there's been a bit of damage placed on the ground of this club by some unfortunate amateur golfer. I promise it
A couple of
wasn't real,
uncaring
Johnny.
previous owners. Yeah, we've got a couple of sky marks right here.
Happens.
But should still work just as it did 10 years ago.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We have the slidable weight right in the center now.
Yeah.
We'll get onto the QI10 Max later in this video. First up, we're going to talk about the looks down at address. I'm going to be honest, it's really ugly. Okay.
Yeah.
I really do not like. First of all, this kind of like wraparound bit we've got here, which they have luckily enough changed. It looks kind of cool if you go closer towards it. But I don't even like the actual shade.
This additional of the SLDR detail here is also very strange. I don't quite get that.
I think we can say it now as it's 10 years old. It does seem like someone made it for the GCSE project and they didn't pass.
It's also incredibly tall from bottom to top.
Yeah, really.
Compare it, we'll get the QI10
Yeah.
Max, but it's so much more shallow, the QI10 Max, which obviously is a factor why it's higher MOI. But it's interesting, this is kind of like a bygone profile, isn't it?
100%.
You don't really get faces like this anymore.
That reminds me like of a Nike Sasquatch almost, that type of thing, which is very strange. And we're going to see some different things in performance and sound as well. Let's hit a few shots each, Johnny. We've got a lovely 75 X shaft in there too.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
All right.
I'll get this in. We've got the GC3 by 4 sights. They were really, really helpful for all of our testing going forwards. Give it a hit for me.
First shot.
London Golf Club, 13th hole.
It's going to turn it round, that bunker, nice high draw.
Okay.
Just like that.
That was lovely.
It sounds and feels so metallic.
It sounds like you're hitting a steel
It
pole.
does. But I mean,
Tell you what.
carry 241 was that?
That's a banging shot. I mean, we've got the GC3 just lined up a little bit left.
It's low spinning.
Oh yeah, 2200?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, did you hit that well?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I found it's actually quite hard to tell where you're hitting it across the face. It's like not super receptive.
Yeah.
And it's loud.
It's incredibly loud, too loud. I think because it is just so massive in terms of its like height. As you said, we talked about the depth of it. But low spin, that's what I also noticed when I took it over to Custom Golf Works. I'll put up the data on the screen for this now. Hit it all across the face. I did not hit it straight, one bit. Usually I feel like with the new drivers, the forgiving drivers, there's a dispersion. I've got like a consistent level, even though I do hit it everywhere.
Yeah.
That one did not have a
No,
consistent
I mean, to be fair,
level.
that was kind of my stock shape.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. It came out a bit lower.
I was going to say
than I
low
typically hit it.
launching. It's gone a long way though, 270 yards for you, which is quite good. Ball speed at 150.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Let's try another one.
Yeah, I kind of want you to hit it. I want you to hit it a little bit stinky.
That shouldn't be an issue.
That was
Absolutely pipe that as well.
Rifled. That's SLDR.
266 through the air.
Could be, yeah. That's
152.
290 total. With a bit of rain coming down on my forehead right now.
I have to say, I mean, I'm pretty impressed.
It's a big boy.
I mean, I've put some good swings on it, but even still.
This is the thing we notice about the SLDR. They're not bad drivers. Like, I think some people have asked ourselves, oh, I've got a driver that's 10 years old, will I gain distance? For your really good shots, I personally don't think so. For those bad shots, which we'll get onto with the QI10 Max, yeah. So like, that's when you go to a fitting, you don't want to hit 5 shots, you want to hit like 50 shots, and you want to get tired, because when you're on the golf course after 4 days in Spain, you've been on a bender, you've had about 50 beers, your swing's not going to be very good. You want that 10,000 MOI to help you out on days like today when you have got quite a lot of trouble afoot. So keep going.
To be fair, those were 2 good ones. We kind of need to hit a bad one just to see how
Bring me your D game in this one, please,
okay,
Johnny.
I'll try.
Don't try and hit it badly on purpose.
No, I won't.
We'll get there.
The law of averages would suggest there's going to be a bad one in there.
Not that one.
No,
it's just it's a low launching, low spinning demon. 1800 spin, 270 again, low launch. Hit one more.
Wasn't hitting it like this when I was 21. I'll tell you that. To nothing.
Don't you worry. I will hit it badly. I will hit it really badly. The thing is,
I don't think I've ever hit 4 fairways in a row on the same hole during testing. So let's see. Come on.
Johnny.
Sorry. Well, I mean, testament to the SLDR.
Again, I'll tell you what, if someone was a fitter, I'm not a fitter, I have worked in American Golf Points and I saw you hit these 4 shots, I would be like,
give me your money.
I'll take my 5% commission, please. This is, I guess it helps in one part for this video when people think they've got a 10-year-old driver, it still works.
Yeah.
Right, it's not going to be broken or anything like that. Apart from the crown, just there.
Nothing you can't buff out.
No, absolutely not. So when you look on like Reddit and forums and stuff like that, you will see this driver being told as being an unforgiving driver. Yes, it is, but when you hit it out the sweet spot, which Johnny has done over those 4 shots, as we can just see, Johnny's average of 152, 2100 spin, 10 degrees of launch, 251. The offline doesn't count because we're not completely straight.
I mean, what I will say, that 251 number, the driver that we're going to compare it to, I do remember when we've obviously hit it at Custom Golf Works a couple of times, that is, I'd say, a bit far behind it on total carry distance. I think I was getting roughly around kind of...
Launch is quite low, which again, this is a tall driver. I've seen
about 10 yards difference, I'd say. I think I was averaging about 265. I mean, we'll put that to the test shortly.
We'll find out. Good
impressive.
Numbers, though. Good numbers.
I mean, considering, this is, in golfing terms, basically an antique. Pretty happy with how it's performed.
Yeah, but what we could say is this is not the only piece of the puzzle when you're getting custom fit. We have got Johnny's custom shaft in there, which is an aftermarket shaft. This will help massively, of course. Let me give it a go. Let me just change this around here and see what happens. I like the driver. I don't like the noise. I don't like
the noise or the looks, but performance-wise, can't really fault it so far.
Absolutely, well, very well said.
I'm fascinated to see how you get on with this.
I am somewhat nervous, given that I have a slightly dodgy right hip. It's not from falling down the stairs or anything like that. It's from playing paddle tennis. I have hit this at Custom Golf Works. It was good. It was good. It was bad. It was ugly. But
let's see what you made of.
Let's see what. Yeah, exactly that.
Come on, SLDR.
Come on, baby.
Impress us.
Come on. Show me the money. Oh my god.
Absolute bomb.
Healed it. It just keeps the spin low.
Carry 296, total 315.
It keeps the spin low.
Yeah, spin is very low. I mean, ball speed 172.
Yeah, that was a miss hit, but like it was a...
That was an absolute rocket.
It was a good miss hit. Like, I instantly knew it was there.
Yeah.
Didn't feel good. I need to hit one out the middle. We're kind of discounting this MRI theory here. In a way, what I will say is, I mean, we were talking about it earlier, about the whole concept of MOI. It's only one piece of the metric of what is a forgiving driver. If you look at one of the most played drivers on the PGA Tour, the TSR3 by Titleist, it's incredibly popular. They didn't really talk about MOI that much, because that, I think, is about 5,000 or 6,000 or so, maybe actually 5,000 or 4,000. Let me know in the comments what exactly is there. MOI is important, obviously for the twisting of the face, but there's so much other innovation and technology that goes into a driver. So when we're hitting here...
I mean, we've yet to have a bad one with the SLDR so far.
No, don't you worry. That was pipes. Little bit heely again, but it feels, yeah.
It's still good numbers though.
That, funnily enough, I reckon with a newer model, because this is so low spin, that would have climbed up about 4,000 or so. But what I'm quite intrigued by is that was dead straight, 300 yards carry, 177 mile an hour ball speed.
Can't have too many complaints about that.
I'm not going to. That felt really. The only thing is, so seeing the ball flight come up, I'm like, yeah, but it's just that feel off the face. The feel off the
very
face
metallic.
feels very straight. Yeah, very metallic. It doesn't feel like there's anything behind the face at all in terms of the structure. It feels like I'm hitting like a real glass sheet of metal or something like that, which is a bit weird. But we've seen PGA Tour players use this 10 years ago. They were still bombing at 300 yards. Let's see if I can hit 180 mile an hour ball speed.
Right, you're really going to lean into this one. Right, so going for 180 ball speed.
180 ball speed off. That one's 177 with 3,000 spin. I wouldn't say I've hit it out of the middle yet. Although, saying that, I don't really know. that's
I mean, judging from the ball flight and your numbers, I would suggest that you're not a million miles away from the middle.
No, I don't think so. That was out of the middle. Pick it up.
Yep. I've got 176 ball speed.
Yeah.
305 carry. That was the longest. That's total 324.
That really launched quite high there.
Spin's still good though.
Spin's really good.
2700.
I've been struggling with my driving recently.
Yeah, so have I.
Fighting this. All right, let me hit one more.
I mean, doesn't matter really what the results are. This is about kind of finding out what the difference is. And so far, we have to say, this SLDR has performed pretty well. So kudos to TaylorMade.
Yeah, exactly.
Been doing it well for quite some time.
Very, very well put. And that being said, I'll have to see, but out on the course, with other drivers that I've used, Callaway, PXG, TaylorMade, I think I can hit 180. So is it slower? Is that what it could be? It's a big claim. That's why I'm not saying it just yet.
Oh man, that's the best of the bunch.
That was hammered.
It's gone absolutely miles. 179, carry 330. Total 351.
Don't really know what to do now. Absolute ripper.
I mean, these numbers are mad. That span 1800.
It spins so
but that
low.
still went high.
Yeah, 12.9 launch. Let's look at those averages. Oh, QI10, you're in a big bit of a trouble here. Oh, do I hit one badly?
When's the last time you hit one 330 carry? I can't remember any testing you've done that for a while.
175 mile an hour ball speed average. It's good. 11 point. There is no number here that I'm looking at.
That is bad.
That is bad. 310 carry. 2300 spin. That's with the Healy cut that I hit. That was 3000. 2014 is not dead and buried. If you have a driver of 2014, it's not a bad thing. One thing we will say though is, obviously, custom fitting. This shaft is made for Johnny. Yeah. Apparently it's made for me as well. We're now going to change this over to the QI10 Max. Right, so QI10 Max, one of the most forgiving drivers of 2024. Not the flagship model, that's the QI10, so we might see some little bit higher spin. When I've been testing over at Custom Golf Works, yes, I saw some higher spin. That kind of comes with that added forgiveness level. And also, I mean, it's a bloody big driver down the
It is a big old footprint on the ground,
indeed.
It dwarfs the SLDR, I have to say.
Obviously a lot bigger, glossy finish, a lot nicer of a colour scheme as well.
Oh yeah.
They've improved the modernity of drivers now in 2024.
It's a beautiful looking head, I have to say. It's probably my favourite TaylorMade have made.
Yeah, completely agree.
In quite a while.
Yeah, completely agree. It's slightly draw bias, I will say that though.
Yeah.
They say it's more straight bias, but we probably will see the dispersion being maybe more consistent and also with a little bit of a left, draw bias is what we will say. Johnny, give it a go for me. Sharp. I tell you what we've seen straight away there is higher spin. Did you hit it well?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. That's it's 3200 spin as we can see there. And what I will say, I'm going to show you this absolutely incredible FSX software there. That's pretty straight, mate.
Oh, wow,
that is the straightest drive I think I've ever seen on our GC3. 264, 150.5 mile an hour ball speed. So ball speed is staying consistent.
Yeah.
It's just the spin is climbing slightly higher.
Which is taking a little bit of distance off, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. I will also just have a quick look at the launch there. 12.8. So yeah, we're getting slightly higher launch as well. Higher launch, higher spin.
I would rather hit that shot on a golf course than the others.
I know what you mean. We are, I think, as it comes to this year, you can sacrifice a few extra yards for hitting the middle of the fairway. We are now aware that, look, it's very fun. I will say, probably the most fun I've ever had in my life, hitting at 330 yards carry. But with that comes the concept of going over there, going probably into Sussex and whatnot. I don't want to do that. That being said, this is a very open.
This is
two
a
fairways,
generous fairway, and it suits my shape quite nicely because I do
indeed.
turn it right to left.
Does indeed.
Let's try another one. Just
Come
try
on.
and get a little bit more speed out of it.
Yep.
I think.
Lovely shot.
That's an absolute peach.
That's again 150. So ball speed's really high there. 155, 275. Spins again at about that 3,000 mark. So
Yep.
what's really limiting you comparing this to the SLDR is just that spin.
God, it feels so much nicer though.
That's it.
The feel and the sound is just. I mean,
10.4
obviously,
launch. Yep.
it is a more forgiving driver.
Yeah.
We've probably not done a fantastic job of showcasing that today because we were hitting the SLDR really nicely.
Yeah.
But yeah, the feel is just miles better.
Yeah. If I just quickly, I'll just stop. I just want to have a quick look at the. So, funnily enough, there your ball speed. About 2 miles an hour faster than your fastest with the SLDR.
Yeah.
Which we both said we cranked both of them, right?
Yeah. It's just the distance is only dropping just because of the increased spin, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm not saying here, wow, we're faster in 2024, but the assumption that we've done from the testing inside and outside, I think we probably could gain about 1 or 2 mile an hour ball speed
Yeah.
from 10 years time now.
And also this driver, I mean, this is built for forgiveness, not for speed.
Not for speed. If we did it against the QI10 LS, that'll be quite an interesting story.
Yeah.
If you guys want us to do that coming soon, let us know. Clockwork, 150. There we go. 155.7. But again, a 2,800 spin.
Yeah.
But I mean, what we're seeing is, first of all, me and Johnny are both incredible golfers.
Yeah, oh my God.
Which is quite entertaining.
Yeah.
In this pouring
I
rain.
know I love the caveat. Not even kidding. Last 4 rounds of golf I've played, I have not hit driver because I've been topping it, slicing it, like all sorts. This has been a bit of a freak.
We've both
freak
had
performance.
almost an existential crisis about the big dog.
Yeah.
Today is almost like a therapy day for both
It's
of us.
back. We're getting good drives again, which is great to see. Thank you, TaylorMade.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit one more for me. We're seeing now a climb in ball speed, and I think we were kind of discussing what the difference could be. And you could say, oh, because this is maybe a forgiving model, are we going to see a dip in ball speed? And I think the main metrics we're looking at will be a slightly higher launch and slightly higher spin to combat those miss hits. Hit another one. I want to see if you can get a little bit faster ball speed. Step on it a bit for me.
Okay.
Sharp. Just so consistent. So 158 mile an hour ball speed there, and I think, do you think perhaps with a slightly larger model, more forgiveness, you're able to step on it a bit more, not be worried that it's going to go into the stratosphere left or right?
Absolutely.
Which is really important for amateur golfers, right? You're looking at scratch golfers, they're probably going to hit the middle of the club face every single time. We are not.
Sadly.
Which is a real shame. If we look at the table, it didn't pick up the last shot, but Johnny's seeing increased ball speed.
158, yeah. I think that was the fastest.
Higher
of the lot,
launch,
wasn't it?
but if you look at that, it's about 3,000 to 2,900 spin, which
And
is
this
the main
this
metric here.
263 carry
Yeah.
was what I remember seeing when we first put these through
Yeah.
testing at Custom Golf Works for the best drivers test.
Yeah.
So that is kind of where I expect it to roughly be, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Let's change the. What was that? I'm going to hit it now. Let me just change this over quickly and let's see what happens when I put a draw bias club in my hand. I hated missing it right. One of my favourite clubs of the year. Let's see. Wind and rain pouring here. It's not a shot where I particularly feel that confident about because of the elements. Having a extremely large head down on address. Good Lord. Allows me to step on it, I think. I absolutely loved this when I was fit for it over in America. Unfortunately, I had a thief called Willie Woods who stole it away from me for a good portion of the year. Now I've got it back in my hands, and let's see if I can hit that signature draw. I say signature, it's an absolute bull. Ah, money. I wouldn't say I hit that one that well.
It stayed so straight.
Yeah, like frozen rope. Yeah, really nice. 176 mile an hour ball speed. And what was interesting there, we can
295 carry.
we're gonna see the spin climbing up a little bit. I don't think I hit that one very well.
Okay.
I think that was a little bit heely, because if I hit it well, it's usually going to be like a 2 or 3 yard draw.
So it is just spinning a touch more, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
you were hovering around the kind of like 2.5,
Yeah.
2.6,
Yeah.
and now that's just gone up to about
Yeah.
3.1.
But
Having said that, carry was still 295, total 311, so
Yeah.
you're still getting it out there, a good distance.
absolutely, and I think one thing I'm seeing there is that's, I would say, a, in quotes, a miss hit. Yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Miss hit, and it's still 176 mile an hour ball speed. I think we'll see that across the board with the QI10 Max. That being said, I'm still quite infatuated by the SLDR.
That's beauty.
That's an absolute pipe show. But high and towy, so it could be quite low spin there. Yeah,
Yeah, 2.5, carried 308, ball speed 175.
yeah. I mean, that was, again, I'm probably doing this quite well here on this one, because I hit the one a little bit low and heely, high and towy, spin went down, 175 mile an hour ball speed. I believe I got 172 as a miss hit initially with the SLDR.
Bang in the middle of the fairway.
Bang in the middle of the fairway. We're seeing, where's my tee? Ah. We're seeing a consistency for this one, for me, through miss hits. So.
And would you say with the SLDR, you were middling it with almost every single one?
Absolute pipe show.
Yeah.
There was one that was a bit heely, wasn't it? But it kept the spin down low, which I think is different. I think with the SLDR, we didn't have a twist face, did we?
No.
No. So it's almost like you have to hit it well, otherwise, which we did. Okay, let's step on one.
Oh, yes.
Feels.
You're going for that
sounds
par
so
five
much
and
better.
two.
I would say again, a little bit low on the face. I don't think I've hit one out in the middle yet.
I mean,
but we're hitting so consistent
we're
numbers.
still dropping bombs,
Oh
Alex.
well, we're still dropping bombs and taking names.
Benefit of hitting 175 ball speed consistently is
this is a
you're still getting out there.
yeah, and I reckon within these testing here, my club head speed's been flirting between 120 to 122, so it's not 1.5 smash. Probably would say with the SLDR, it's a lot harder to get that 1.5 smash there.
Yeah.
So let's hit one more. What we've seen is an ode to both drivers, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'll admit, I thought there was going to be a much more stark contrast in performance.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, testament to the quality of the SLDR,
main
despite
thing's
it being renowned for not being that forgiving.
Yeah.
It's actually performed very well.
Yeah, the main thing is just more just how it looks down at address and that god-awful sound, but I could get used to it. Spinny! What's funny about that one? I hit that one better.
177,
Yeah.
just span a lot.
Span way too much at 4,500. I would say probably this one isn't the one for me. Despite hitting it well, that is the one thing I don't particularly like. I don't like that high spin. I like keeping it consistent at below 3,000, which is why I probably go for the QI10 or the QI10 LS. But I probably hit those a lot worse. I hit those a lot worse, yet they're all in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
Which isn't too bad. So we've seen today that, first of all, these are both very, very good drivers. I haven't seen that much of a difference. You haven't seen that much of a difference, but I think the main thing is forgiveness across the face, hasn't it? It's important, but if you still have a driver that's 10 years old, it will still serve you well, won't it?
Yeah, and I mean, I will say we've kind of we've put on a pretty good driving show today. I think for maybe slightly higher handicappers, people who don't hit the centre of the face quite as regularly, you're going to see, yeah, much bigger improvement in performance from this driver than you are from this.
Yeah, absolutely. But I welcome your guys' comments down below. What driver do you have in the bag? Do you think it'd be worth upgrading? It's always worth upgrading, but only if you get custom fitted for all of it. So let me know down in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy this video and want to see a lot more, leave a like and hit the big red subscribe button to GolfMagic. What should we do next? Should we do that again with the QI10 LS?
Yeah, I think so.
That'll be really fun. So make sure you hit subscribe, so tune to GolfMagic. We'll catch you in the next video.